Nowadays, it's not about Hindi film or a Tamil film or a Telugu film or a Kannada film.
But I don't carry KGF with me and I walk. I am at home. I am Srinidhi. मुझे दांत भी मिलेंगे, फटकार भी मिलेंगे, तो I am back to that.
You wanted to make a violent film and then you write story for it, then that could be.
For a middle class family girl to just quit everything and no backing, and with so many loans, if I have to do what my heart wants to do, so it takes some amount of belief and there's no logical understanding there. I go beyond that little bit.
Hacheti is not a pan-India film.
Okay, it's not a pan-India
It's not a pan-India film. What is a pan-India film? I don't know actually, technically speaking.
This is Nawaz Kochra joining you on screen, and I am here in conversation with the very amazing team of HIT3. Hello, how are
Hi.
you all?
We good, thank you. How are you?
Amazing, amazing. You know, firstly, congratulations. The trailer is full of swag.
Thank you.
I have seen it and I have loved it.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to the film. But you know, Srinidhi, I want to begin asking you this, that this is your Telugu debut. What prompted you to specifically say yes to this film?
Well, the first reason that's he's there in the movie.
Okay.
I always want to work with him, and I know that he chooses his projects very wisely. So half of my job is done already because he's chosen it. So it must be good. It has to be good. Second, I've also followed Hit 1 and Hit 2, and I know that it has content. It has great content, and I met Sailesh. He narrated the story. It was really good. I loved my character arc, and yeah, it's all in one plate. So I was very happy to just jump on board.
Wow. So you've backed the previous two parts. Third part, what was the reason that you also chose to act in it this time around?
It was pitched to me. No, I couldn't say no because it was a great script. I didn't really see 1 and 2 when we started off. It was I didn't involve post in my production. I didn't want to act. I've already made that statement. So it was pitched. It was never pitched for me because they also know that I don't act in my own production. So unexpectedly, I had to do cameo because they asked me, and then I said, okay, I'll do it. And then second part, one small cameo I did in the end. Now that led to Hit 3. So I had to set up a new production house and then I have to act in it. So that's a long story, but it's not that I've decided to act in this and not the earlier ones. It's not like that. They was just meant to do this. I guess it all turned up that way.
Interesting. Also, like she mentioned, you have a very interesting choice of films. And from what I have seen, you've never played it safe. What motivates you to have such diverse filmography? And, even if the film does not work as expected, what is that factor that, you always choose to still not go the easy way?
Actually, technically speaking, this is the easy way for me.
Okay.
It would be very difficult for me to do something everyone is doing. So it's very easy for me to do what I really love to do, right? So, and I've never looked at it like a risk or anything. I understand if I believe that this is what I've done is a risk and I still went ahead and did it, then you can call it brave or, that I chose this risky path. No, I've never looked at it as a risky way. I thought this is the safest way. So my safe and I think rest everyone's safe is different, which is okay. That's all, yeah.
But from a natural star to now being an action star, kahin wo skepticism tha that how will the audience also perceive
In
this?
my head, I don't think I'm a natural star or I'm an action star, both actually.
Okay.
I'm just an actor and I keep shifting. I try not to repeat my genres and I try to experience something new. I feel I should enjoy the whole process of filming. It's just not about that Friday also. So I keep picking up what excites me to work and so see all this obviously when people call me with give me a tag and call me with that, it feels nice because it's all coming out of love.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know the journey part. I don't know. I feel time is flying. It's too quick. It feels like Astachama was just like
Yesterday?
recent. Yeah, not yesterday, but I remember everything.
Right.
Yesterday
He's natural in his action also. So naturals are in action also. I just wanted to add it.
in action,
Action
even
also you're
fights,
natural. Yeah, in that also you're natural. So
Absolutely.
Okay, she approved.
Srinidhi, one thing that I really like about you is that क्या होता है when a newcomer comes into the industry, in the first leg of their career, they try to be a part of as many films as they can to establish that firm footing. But you have, paced out your choices. You've been very calculative, very particular with the projects you associate to be a part of,
Calculative.
not letting the system dictate the way forward for you. How does that work for you? Like, what is the idea
So
behind
that is
it?
his understanding. Or I didn't have to be calculative. I wasn't calculative and all. It comes from a very honest space. For me, my heart more than my brain. But yes, my family and my friends weren't very happy that I wasn't taking up any movies. So that pressure, they were like, "Karo, kuch to karo tum, why are you doing this?" And all of that. But yeah, so if my heart is not in it, I cannot. That's what happened with even in the beginning of my career, that I was working in an IT firm in Accenture because for the sake of it, I have to do it. If I want monthly paycheck, I have to work. But my heart wasn't in it. And for a middle class family girl to just quit everything and no backing and with so many loans, if I have to do what my heart wants to do, so it takes some amount of belief and there's no logical understanding there. I go beyond that a little bit of faith in divine, a little bit of faith in universe and all of that. So so whatever movies come, if I really like them, the story, especially story and the team, if I like to work with them, I'll take it. It didn't work out for me the last 2.5 years. But I'm just glad that things fell into place and this happened.
And they fell into place in how?
How?
Winning a beauty
Yeah,
pageant.
yeah.
Then having a big film like KGF, which broke all records ever known
I'm
in
very
Indian
grateful.
cinema.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Yeah.
But how did you motivate yourself to move forward from a high like that and push yourself as an actor, artist after that?
See, that's a byproduct of what we were part of. Like I'm part of I'm part of KGF. Prashant created that world. Yash is the face of that world. I am just part of that movie, and I happen to be part of that movie, and I happen to get that little bit of a fame and a brand name and all of that,
Right.
which I'm very grateful to it. But once I'm done with it, I don't carry the baggage of it. It's my first movie, that will always be very special. But I don't carry KGF with me and I walk. I am at home. I am Srinidhi. मुझे डांट भी मिलेंगे, फटकार भी मिलेंगे, तो I am back to that. So I don't have weight and that issues. I have to keep up with it. Then I just don't compare and I don't carry the previous. I don't gloat in my previous glory, something like that. Yeah.
Amazing. Also, sir, in 2009, you had said that, initially you wanted to become a director. And you also worked as an AD in some films. So when do we get to see a Nani directorial debut?
I keep asking him that.
No, you never asked me.
I don't direct, and you have some stories also.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Okay. No, I don't think anytime soon, because I really enjoy this process of acting, and I'm convinced after years that I was meant to do this job as an actor, and I get to play these different roles in different, these directors, writers' vision to experience those stories, being that character. I feel it's extremely blissful, and I don't think I should tamper with it right now. So I have no plans as of now. Let's see what is there in store.
But future mein there is a plan to do it?
No
I'll keep
plan.
pushing.
That's
I'll
all
keep
I'm
pushing.
saying.
Achha,
As of
okay.
now, all focus on acting only, and I'm traveling this direction only. Since once in a while someone like me, they ask me that, we'll see. I want to keep it open. I want to keep it. I don't want to close it.
That director Nani. I'll keep nudging.
Absolutely. And I also remember reading an article where you said that Mr. Kamal Hassan and Mr. Mani Ratnam have been major inspirations for you.
Yeah.
After 38 years, they are coming back together for Thug Life.
Yeah.
How excited is the
I'm
fanboy in you?
extremely excited. Any update, I think I've seen the little teaser they've released, or the announcement video they have released. I don't know how many number of times, but I'm extremely excited. I'm a huge Nayagan fan,
Yes.
and who is not? Everyone is. So, and them coming together is extremely. It's a legendary collaboration. So, I cannot wait to see the film. Yeah.
Also, Hate is a pan-India film. HIT is a pan-India film. And was it a conscious choice to make it pan-India?
HIT, no, HIT is not a pan-India film.
Okay, it's not a pan-India
It's not a pan-India film. What is a pan-India film? I don't know actually, technically speaking. So HIT is a film which we made in Telugu, And of course, we'll have release restrictions, when it comes to Hindi and all, because we can't release a film in multiplexes because there's a OTT thing already. Here, single screens will be
Acha.
releasing, so it's a limited release. But what we are trying to do here is release the film in all the 5 languages. Every film of mine will release in the 5 languages.
Okay.
With Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, and Telugu. The thing is, why we do this is also because it will be available here. So it will not be about the box office or the numbers or whatever, but anybody who wants to see the film. And there's a lot of growing audience with each film that who wants to see the film. And we got so much love for the trailer, Hindi trailer. And we ourselves have, dubbed the film into Hindi and made sure the quality feels like almost it's a original.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like a dubbing film. So we are getting that quality product in Hindi to the audience who are ready to watch, who want to watch. And here coming and saying that we are doing this and please do watch. If you want to watch it 3, it will be available somewhere near, close by in a single screen is what we want to say. So it's not about how these huge films where they'll say pan-India and they'll plan these huge things, and they would have, started the film in a way that they want to promote it in pan-India style. It doesn't fall into that bracket. But all my films here on will release in Hindi.
Wow.
And in fact, next one I am doing maybe you can call it that, because from the beginning itself, it will release all over the place, and the
So many languages.
The one with Mr. Chiranjeevi.
Yeah, and also the one
Paradise.
Paradise. It is going to be a Hindi film also.
Okay.
So that will have a different terms of distribution, different kind of setup. So then maybe you can put that word to
Okay.
Paradise. Yeah.
But how do you perceive, this entire pan-India culture at this moment?
I don't think it is a culture or anything. It's just that when you make great films and when you have a planning and you just understand that this is what will work here, and you strategize it and then people lap it up, then a film becomes loved and a huge success, and then we call it Pan India basically. So
Okay.
it's so I don't know. I'm very extremely happy, most importantly, because nowadays it's not about Hindi film or a Tamil film or a Telugu film or a Kannada film. Yeah, it's more about a great film or not.
Right.
Okay, now thanks to social media, thanks to whatever, if a film is really good, the word of mouth spreads like crazy. Even if it can happen with a trailer, it can happen with a teaser. So now once you hear that a certain Kannada film is great, okay, and to reach out to you, or when we know there is interest, to reach out to you is much easier than before, because
Okay.
now it has everyone is open to watching different language films. Everyone is used to seeing it in their own language with different actors from a different state or anything like that. So everybody is much more open to cinema right now. That is the
Absolutely.
reason we are having this India-wide blockbusters which come from Telugu sometimes, which come from Tamil, which come from Kannada. So yeah, good
Absolutely.
thing.
And Pushpa 2 is such a big example of that.
Yeah, Pushpa
You
2
know-
is, KGF is,
KGF,
Kantara
Pushpa,
is, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But also what has happened is
Bahubali, the OG.
And RRR
Yeah.
also.
after the success of Pushpa 2, entire country's attention has all of a sudden come on Telugu cinema also.
No, Bahubali only attention
हाँ,
was on us. Yeah.
बाहुबली से तो था, but with Pushpa 2, the attention is even more. So is it a good thing, or sometimes you also feel the burden of living up to those expectations now?
Absolutely no burden. It opened a lot more doors to not just to Telugu cinema. I think for all that with the entire South, what KGF has achieved, what RRR has achieved, Bahubali has achieved, Pushpa has achieved, Kantara has achieved. I think all these films opened the doors for the entire South cinema, and in fact I will not even say they opened the doors for South cinema. They proved it that cinema is one in this country.
True.
And I think that's a bigger win more than anything else.
Absolutely. I want to know from the both of you that today there is one debate that is going on, that the impact of violence in movies, especially on the younger generation, it's being spoken about a lot. And while it is not fair to solely blame movies for it or cinema for it, what do you all think? Does films have a power to instill or foster that kind of a mindset in the generations
See,
of people?
violence and action has been a part of cinemas forever, since our childhood. We have grown up, we have turned out well, right?
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, violence, I'll also not encourage it. If for violence, if you make a film to show violence, then it is a problem. You are making a film, and then and then in that story, you had to show violence, then that's not a problem because of the story. But you wanted to make a violent film, and then you write story for it, then that could be a problem.
Okay.
So the two are different things, is what I feel. And also I feel people getting influenced or not getting influenced through cinema, if you have that violent streak in you, you will find another reason to get inspired
Absolutely.
from.
That's very
and
well
not cinema.
said.
And if you don't have that, like I say, I have few friends who only watch violent films, who are like mad fans of, gore and violent films, and extremely funny guys, are like extremely sweet and extremely soft, and they can't even see someone getting one small scratch also outside, but on screen they want to see violence. So it is, I don't think it is that. If you have that mindset, you will find some other reason to be influenced or inspired. So yeah.
Srinidhi, what's your take on this?
See, the fact, it is a fact that in our country, cinema and cricket, these are the two things that people really love. So, to be honest, yes, in some ways it does impact. People who don't want to get impacted, they don't get. People who wants to get they let themselves to get impacted, they do get.
End of the day, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Now, some
Right.
people, they just come.
And who wants to get impacted, even if cinema is not there, they will find their
Still
own ways.
to get impacted.
Yeah.
Now, some people,
Yeah.
they just want to shut down their life work, and they just want to come and just enjoy for 3 hours and walk out of the theatre with nothing carrying it. And some people carry it. But yes, as an artist and as an actors, we are also responsible. But like he rightly said, that you should not do it for the sake of doing. Oh, I want to put some violence and let me do a movie. I don't think that's the right approach. And you have a story, and then there's a board, there's a committee who gives you a certificate. Now, there's something like HIT 3, which they'll give you A. You cannot take
And
the.
it's not like, and I myself, we are going and telling,
Don't watch
it's not
kids,
for kids, don't
yeah.
watch it. There's a lot of violence. In the
So
film.
then there's
and
a-
it's not like throughout the film also.
Yeah.
It's just the last
Okay.
20 minutes of the film, it goes into that.
So
zone,
there's
but
a
it's not
rules
that,
also
yeah.
set. So I think we're just trying to be
Correct. And we
lawfully doing things.
Lawfully doing things, and we're clearly saying it is for whom it is, and then that's all we can do, right?
Yeah.
You've told us a little bit about Paradise, but there's also another film that you're doing with Mr. Chiranjeevi, and you have something with Mr. Kicha Sudeep, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but
If
right
y'all
now,
can tell us something more
Really?
about that.
we had announced also, but
Which one?
with Satyajyoti Films Tamil production, and but then it's right now a little bit on the hold. So we were just
Okay.
waiting update from the production house. So
Oh,
right
you
now
never
it's,
said? I was telling you
but
about
he's doing
Sudeepana.
BRB now, but that's tarvata chepta.
Okay.
Your film with Mr. Chiranjeevi, if you could tell us something about it.
Next film, no, that
Paradise is the only film with Chiranjeevi.
No, that is my film, silly.
Sorry.
After that, with the Paradise director, I'm going to,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
producing the film with
Wow.
Chiranjeevi. So,
Oh, I thought
and
he's in that movie.
that's a long way to go. And so Paradise will be releasing March 26th, 2026. So after that, the film will start with Chiranjeevi.
And are we going to see all in the Hindi film industry also sometime?
If you guys give us some great script and story, we would love to.
Yes, exactly.
We would love to. But looking forward to every opportunity is.
Amazing. Lastly, I want to know one more thing, sir. You are a producer, and as an artist from you, that today artificial intelligence is becoming a very strong part of filmmaking also. A lot of, filmmakers are relying on dubbing using AI. There is an entire film which is being made using AI technology. A feature film is being made. So, as a producer, how do you look at it? And as an actor, does this bother you that AI might replace creativity at one point in time?
AI won't, AI, there will be a lot of changes because of AI. But it is a cycle. It'll always, there's always been changes in some or the other way, from film to digital, something. Now it is the turn for AI, and we'll all adapt accordingly. And there'll be some, I'm sure they'll overdo AI, and then we'll realize that AI is not working. We cannot overdo AI, and something real. Then you'll start valuing the, the human mind a little more, and then it's again a cycle. I think it's a forever process. Yeah.
I think, yeah, since 10, 15 years, we as people, we were not so consumed by social media because it wasn't there. फिर वो आ गया. Abhi people are, too much like, okay, we have to have this social media detox. So it's like that every time you will have some tool. Now when the technology is there, you use it well. I don't think, it's going to harm that much. But again, like he said, that overly used, you're going to then get back to what it was. So, I think,
Amazing. Wish you all the very best for this one.
Thank you.
Hope we get an HIT 4 also.
We will.
Yes.
Yeah.
so watch
And-
HIT 3 for that.
Definitely.
And,
And
you tell everything.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.